All right, so here's the deal. We bring you in a gym, dude. You hang out with us for a few minutes, and then you got to show all this up in deadlifting. So we have to share with the audience some of your tips. I know this is probably one of your best lifts. What are some of the things and cues and stuff that you do before you get ready for?
Well, let's see you perform one, and then we'll kind of take it from there.
Show us your secret stuff. Excellent. Beautiful.
Make that look so easy. You do something with your feet I've never seen anybody do, where you actually roll out on the edges of your feet right before. What is that? Have you always done that?
Yeah, I've been doing it for maybe 8 years, I think. So, you know, everyone's got their own deadlift cues, their own little things. So what I'm doing when I'm doing that is I walk up to the bar, all right? I put my feet in the right position, right here, you know, get it right. And then I'm kind of sitting in between my legs. Yeah. So it's like I'm keeping my toes forward, I'm squaring off, I'm creating torque. I'm sitting in between here, getting them kind of out here, like setting. I grab the bar.
And then you bring your knees inside.
So I'm out here, and my feet I'm not rolling my feet on purpose, it's just I'm bringing my knees out, and my feet will just kind of go with them.
Yeah.
And then I try to not go too far back in to kind of keep that tension more outside, because I want to kind of push out with my knees.
Just creating all that tension.
Yeah, damn Mike. And so I'm right here, so I'm kind of pushing out.
So you're
I can get more force that way.
Yeah.
So you're creating tension, you're feeling tension from your legs, your legs,
Yeah,
your arms.
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Now I'm keeping my arms super straight because no one lives like that. That's stupid. Okay. So, and then I breathe, and then I do this thing where I take a couple like forced breaths of air. Like, watch. And then I sit back, and then
I see you activating your lats there too.
Right. I activate my lats, and then I give it. And we'll pull. Now when I come to the pull, I try. Of course, you want to keep it as close to you as possible. But when I get near the top, I'm going to think about pulling my shoulders back and packing my chin in a little earlier than most people. So.
So you're also pulling outward just a little bit with your grip to get your shoulders to kind of retract like that?
Pulling outward like this?
Just a little bit, yeah.
I'm not.
It's a great tension.
But when I do grip, for example, I will think about bending the bar.
Oh.
So at least when I do a
That's
mixed grip, one hand can do that. So I'm going to kind of put a little bit extra tension on these two fingers, because any good grip guy is going to tell you these are the ones that dictate how strong you are.
Oh, excellent.
Any grip. So
Excellent.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm going to focus on that, gripping
So
more
squeezing
of these.
hard on the outside.
Squeezing hard on the outside, and then pulling.
Which that
like,
also
trying to like pull
that
here.
activates
That
your
also
lat.
activates
Yeah,
those lats right there.
activates that lat
Exactly.
there.
Yeah. I like that.
So with the breathing, it looks like when you did the breath thing, like you breathe in real deep, and then you do 2 more gulps of air to get more in your lungs.
I can't breathe any more in, but I can
Sip in a tiny bit more.
I can sip in a tiny bit more by mechanically, like,
Oh.
you know.
And then bracing, and then using that.
Well, I can even.
I never lifted with a belt. I've never learned how. It throws my weight forward when I do it. If I learn to lift with a belt, I know I could do more, but a lot of the, well, part of the reason my abs are so big is because I've never lifted with a belt. My abs are fucking strong as shit
Yeah.
for what I do
can
and all the
tell.
twisting stuff. Yeah, so they're.
It's good that you didn't, because when we lift with a
watch out.
belt, we become dependent on that. And
Yeah.
Sal talks about this on the show a lot. So when you use a belt, you actually teach your transverse abdominus to work opposite. You teach it to push against the belt and brace. When you don't have a belt, you have to draw in and create your own belt.
Yeah.
So it's much better for us to lift without a belt, teach yourself that way. It's not like you'd be walking around outside anyways with a weight belt
more
on it.
realistic.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Excellent. Excellent.
So I guess I'll just do one more for fun. And of course, this is to get my hair out of my bed. That's all that.
That's the signature.
That's the heavy
That's the
metal.
signature move right there. That's for sure.
Awesome,
right on.
brother.
Okay, well, that's it. Thanks,
Yeah.
guys.